Hey guys, so today's lesson is going to be how to set up your science journal. And here I have mine, I just started it. The very first thing I want you to do is either find some fun stickers or some duct tape that you have. If you have neither of those, that's totally fine. But I always think it's kind of fun to decorate the binding of your journals so it's a little more personalized. I chose tie-dye, as you can see. And next, or if you want to pause and get your stickers or your duct tape, that's fine. The next thing I want you to do is look at the label in the middle of your composition journal. I want you to put your name on the first line. Mine's going to be a little different since mine's a teacher journal, but name on the first line. And then I want you to write your homeroom teacher on the second line. So that would either be Seville, that'd be my name if you're in my homeroom, Miss Nayland, and Nayland is Neyland, or you could have Miss Foster, Foster, or you might have Miss Coker as a homeroom teacher, and that's Coker, or the last possible one is Mr. Henderson, and he is Henderson. So go ahead and write your homeroom teacher right there. And after you've done that, you can either write to the side or you can write below here. But I want you to put 2020-2021 so we know the years. So if you need to, go ahead and pause, get your stickers, get your duct tape, write your name first and last on the first line, write down your homeroom teacher on the second line, and then somewhere on here you need to write 2020-2021. So there's that. And before we even start labeling the inside of our journals, I kind of want to tell you all about the importance of this science journal for this year. So this science journal is going to have all of your 6th grade TEKs in it. So we're going to learn about all the 6th grade science. But once you're done with this for this year, like when May comes around and you're done with 6th grade, I still want you to keep this journal because this will be really good to take into your 7th grade science class and your 8th grade science class. It has a lot of good content, so don't just throw it away or put it under your bed and never look at it again. It'll be really good to use as a reference guide when you go to your upper level science classes, okay? The next thing, I would like you to open up that front cover, and yours might be blank. It might have something that says write your name on it. Mine is like fully loaded with all this stuff. We actually don't need this, okay? And here's what we're going to do instead. In the folders that you got from Meet the Teacher, or if you came the next day and picked up your folders, you should have received a periodic table that looks just like this. So go ahead and get that out, and you need a pair of scissors. So grab your periodic table of elements, the paper like this, and grab a pair of scissors. If you happen to not receive this periodic table, like if you look through your whole folder, or maybe you don't even have the folder at all, go ahead and email me and I'll send you a copy of this, okay? So as you can tell, this is not gonna fit in here. It's a little too big. So what we're gonna do right now, we are going to cut off the blank edges. I just went like that, didn't I? You're gonna cut off the blank edges on the outside, and then we'll be able to paste it on this front cover. So grab your pair of scissors and your periodic table, and you're gonna cut along the blank edges, just like this. Oops. So there's one side. And I don't mind, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to cut off the of the font right there. That's fine. We don't need that. Ta-da! Our periodic table of elements. It should look like this now. And you're either going to go grab a glue stick or some tape. It's up to you. I will let you know that tape might be the better option right now because we will be coloring in all these little boxes specific colors, so don't color them on your own. But sometimes when you glue this kind of paper into something and then you color on it, it gets kind of mushy or soft and then it rips. So I would suggest, where's my tape? I would suggest getting some tape and using that on your paper today. But if you have a glue stick or a glue bottle, that's totally fine. It's up to you. So now grab some tape or glue. You're going to open up your journal, so just like this. And then I want you to turn it sideways. And we are going to tape or glue this in, just like that. So when you open up your journal, you'll have the periodic table of elements, which that will be very helpful when we get into that topic, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and tape this in. I have some jazz music on. I hope y'all don't mind. I'm a big fan of jazz. So there's my tape. I'm going to place this in here as straight as I can. See, my tape is overlapping. And if you find that your paper's starting to come off, you can always add a little bit of tape at the top to kind of secure it a little better. There we go. And I'm not going to talk about this periodic table today. I'm going to save that for Friday. So you'll have to bring this back on Friday. Okay. Pause if you need to. If not, go ahead and turn back to where the paper is straight on you. Remember, cover. Inside cover is your periodic table. Now we have a blank page on this side, okay? Now, I know this is kind of picky of me, but I'm going to ask that y'all only write on the front sides of papers. So let's say, for instance, if you finish this side of the paper, you turn to the next page. Do I want you to write on this back part of the page? The answer is no. No. I want you to write only on the front sides of pages. And the reason why I ask y'all to do that is so that it doesn't look all chaotic on one page, or sometimes it'll rip if there's too much writing. Sometimes marker bleeds through. As you can see on my hand, do you see my hand's blue? I have like blue marker on my hands. So go back to the first page. I want you to pick your favorite color marker or color pencil or pen or pencil. It's up to you. Something to write with. And I want you to write the words table of contents on the very top. that open space right there. So table of contents. Just like that. And I would like y'all to put a little line underneath so that we can see that we're going to start the table of contents right below that. So table of contents. And now I want you to pick a different color. I'm going to go ahead and use this deep pink color. And I want you to write over here to the left of the margin, I want you to write PG dot and then the number sign. Y'all's generation calls it the hashtag, but it's a number symbol, okay? So page number, and then somewhere right here, let's just pick the middle part. I want you to write title, just like that. And the last part right here, you can kind of see a faint line right here. I want you to write capital T, capital E, capital K, and then S. TEAKS. So that's your Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills. And we're just going to write some numbers over here once we get to it. We're not going to do that today. So if you want, you can do some lines underneath or just one big line. It's up to you. Just like that. My line's kind of crooked. I apologize. I don't think there's any saving it now. That's going to bug me. There we go. Okay. So we've done that. Eventually we'll be writing page numbers on this side, but for right now we're just going to leave it blank. I also do ask that when we write down table of contents, I want you to skip a line every time we use it. So if we were on page 1, we would write PG1, the title, and the TEAKS that belongs to it. And then if we're doing page 2, we would skip down a line so that there's a space in between. Right, page 2, all that good stuff. So that's what we'll eventually get to. We're not going to do that right now, so don't worry about it. And I'll even remind y'all later on. So go ahead, once you've done that, flip to the next page. And as you can see, the back of that is kind of, it shows through, right? It's not very neat. And if we were to write over that, it would look just all sorts of messy, right? So I want you to go over to the next clean page, the next front page, and do that exact same thing. So table of contents, a line underneath, grab your next color or the same color, it's up to you, page number, title, and TEAKS. And then put a line underneath that. So there's that. Once you're done with the second table of contents, go ahead and go to your next page. Remember, we don't write on the backs of pages, only the fronts. And now I want you to start numbering pages. And most of you would probably say, oh, we've already done 2 pages, let's go ahead and write page 3. I'd prefer you to start with, actually, I'm going to ask you to start with page 1. So I'm going to get a different color. I like this greenish blue color. So we've done 2 table of contents. Now we're on the first clean page, right? And we're going to write PG1 in the bottom right-hand corner. Then you're going to flip over to the next page, Remember, we don't write on this side, we only write on the next front clean page. We're going to write page 2. Next clean page, page 3. And we can go on forever, right? So that's probably where I'm going to stop for my video. But I would like y'all to keep on going until you get to page 20. So keep on writing down pages until you get to page 20. Okay? Once you have done that, I want you to take a picture of your front cover and I want you to send it to me. And I'll have the instructions for that on Google Classroom. And that's all we have for today. I hope you enjoyed how to create your science journal. And if you want to, I know a lot of you are fans of art or stickers and design and stuff. If you want to design any other part of your cover, that is a-okay with me, as long as you don't cover up this information right here. Okay? So you can have little doodles over here. You can put down stickers. You can have glitter glue, as long as you don't mess up the middle part with your information, okay? And remember, once you're done with your cover, taping or gluing your periodic table in, to table of contents, and then numbering your pages up to page 20, I want you to take a picture of just your front cover journal and send that to me through Google Classroom. Okay? Y'all have a great day.